And the plea hearing begins in Aryan Khan's bail plea case. At the moment, what we are picking up is Aryan bail plea hearing has begun. The latest coming in is that the ASG has said that I'm raising the issue of maintainability and that has to be decided first, and then the merits of the case, to which Satish Maneshinde, appearing for Aryan Khan, says you cannot dictate to the court. The magistrate says argue on maintainability as well as the merit. The hearing has begun. We're getting you latest second-by-second updates coming in from the court right now. Our reporters are present right there. The ASG also says the maintainability is to be decided first, to which the magistrate says he will decide. He's asked the ASG to file their reply first. The ASG says there's no question of going to merit if maintainability is decided. I have to point the correct procedure. Divyesh and Pankaj both standing by with us. Let's take this straight across first to Pankaj Upadhyay, who's joining us from Mumbai. Pankaj, the hearing has begun. Big question on whether Aryan Khan will get bail, or will he get interim bail, or will he not get any of that at all today? Over to you, Pankaj.
Chetty, let me first point out as to what's happening outside the NCB headquarters. I see a number of cars and police vehicles that have already been lined up outside. One feels that perhaps Samir Wankhede, the zonal head, could also be coming down in some time, but there's no clarity. An hour back, when we had a word with Samir Wankhede, there are two important things that he said. One, that the COVID test report of all the arrested accused has come out negative, and that they would be waiting for the court orders, and then they would be taking a next move. That is, if the bail is denied to the arrested accused, then they will be taken to the Arthur Road jail. Of course, the women arrested accused will be taken to the Bhaikala women's cell. But Satish Maneshinde was one of the first persons to have arrived at the Metropolitan Court, and going by what the court had said yesterday, Satish Maneshinde perhaps would feel that there are good chances for Aryan Khan to get bail here, interim bail here, because the court had also observed that NCB had been given enough time to investigate and interrogate the arrested accused, and that it will violate the fundamental rights of these people if good enough grounds are not provided by the NCB. Satish Maneshinde had very strong arguments for Aryan Khan, saying that no drugs were found in person, that he was only a special invitee, and that the incriminate and shocking WhatsApp conversation which the NCB talks about do not hold any ground, because they are nothing of that magnitude which the NCB claims, and that the court could have a look at those WhatsApp conversations. But at the same time, Chaiti, what the general feel also is that as far as Aryan Khan is concerned, as far as Munmun Dhamecha is concerned, and Arbaz Merchant, the close friend of Aryan Khan, these are the three people perhaps that could be get successful in securing a bail today, because non-bailable sections have been imposed in them, and small quantities of drugs has been found, except for Aryan Khan, in whom there was no drugs found in person, as was
right? That is the big thing, so right, Pankaj? As far as Aryan Khan is concerned, there was no drug that was found. He was not found of possession of any drugs, and even the small quantities that were found on the others were they of commercial quantity?
They were not of commercial quantity at all, and that is
that it might be a smooth sailing for Aryan Khan, Arbaz Merchant, and of course for Munmun Dhamecha.
My question here also is that if Aryan was not found in possession of these drugs, then why was he even taken into NCB custody in the first place?
That's a good question, Chetty. What the NCB countered saying that it's not about whether a small quantity was found, whether commercial quantity found. It was also about having a knowledge of what was to happen. What the NCB is saying, that even though no drug was found in person, as far as Aryan Khan is concerned, he definitely was a part of this very group. That is the first 8 arrested group, and that he says, and the NCB also maintained that the first 3 respondents, mainly Aryan, Arbaz, and Munmun, were well aware of what was going to happen in this party. But of course, as we all know, Satish Maneshinde had countered this very argument, saying that Arbaz and Aryan, even though very close friends, had not even boarded the ship, and they were apprehended outside the ship, and that when checked, no drug was found in Aryan's possession, and that saying that commercial quantity has been found in some drug peddlers, and then some other quantity has been found in some cabins of the ship. For that, Aryan Khan cannot be held responsible. To this, the court has also observed that NCB had enough time to unearth the so-called conspiracy which the NCB was talking about. And they said if they were not able to unearth the conspiracy till now, then there are no chances it's going to do it later on. To another important point...
Yes, go on.
Yes. Last, the important point which the NCB had raised was that they had found the drug supplier in the form of Achit Kumar, who was apprehended from the suburban area of Powai, saying that Achit was known both to Aryan and to Arbaz as well, and a confrontation was needed between Arbaz, Aryan and Achit, to which Satish Maneshinde had argued that this could be done later on as well when the bail is granted. So a lot of heated arguments and counter-arguments had taken place yesterday. Today, again, I'll focus my camera at the main door of the NCB because every second moment we are seeing some movement here, even though it is not clear whether the arrested accused are going to be brought out or whether the zonal head, Sameer Vankate, is going to come out. We'll apprise the viewers of every little happening that's happening. But the proceedings have already started at the Metropolitan Court. I see one arrested accused has come out. We'll have to wait a little bit to ascertain the identity, but I can tell the viewers that one arrested accused has been. In fact, there is one. I think all the arrested accused are now being brought out. There are two more arrested accused. They are entering inside the vehicle. It's not clear, Chaiti, right now. Whether they are being taken to the court right now or whether they are being taken
now, or whether they are being taken, whether the female arrested accused are being taken to the Haikala cell. It's going to become clear only when Sameer Vankate comes out and gives us a clarity on this, because earlier in the day he had maintained that the NCB would be waiting for the court orders and only then a stand would be taken. Whether I see more. Aryan Khan is out here. Aryan Khan is here. Chaiti. So this is big. Aryan is here. Yes.
Is it likely that they're being taken to the court?
I see other accused as well.
Is it likely that they're being taken to the court? Can you find out if they're being taken to the court right now or to the jail?
But that's what I said earlier. Sameer Vankate had maintained that they would be waiting for the court orders, and once they have a clarity on them, then a stand would be taken. They had also said that if at all the bail is denied,
so
then
if the stance is only going to be taken after the court order, where is it that the NCB is taking the accused at the moment? Why are they being taken out?